It's 3 in the morning. We're at almost 4,000 meters elevation. Climbers are getting ready to leave the alpine mountain hut to attempt the ascent up Mont Blanc. Today, there are about 100 climbers from all over the world. Naomi and Andrew are from Australia. They also geared up to make the 5-hour climb.
Why not? It's the tallest mountain in Europe.
It's an easy mountain for someone to do by themselves without a guide, non-technical. One more. Bye-bye, Naomi. Okay, ready. Let's do it.
Andrew and Naomi have a 1,000-meter climb ahead of them. They took a 5-day climbing course in Peru, and they think that will be enough to master Mont Blanc. But many underestimate the difficulty of the climb. It's extremely arduous, requiring the strength and conditioning of a marathon runner. Then there's also sudden storms and bad weather, avalanches, and crevices in the glacier to contend with. Over the past 10 years, more than 200 people have died in the Mont Blanc mountain range. Meanwhile, down in the valley of Saint-Gervais, it's last call in the pubs. The tourists enjoy living it up. But the mayor here is in no mood to celebrate. Too many people lose their lives on Mont Blanc.
A Russian woman was left up there by her fellow climbers because she couldn't make it back down. By the time the rescue crew reached her, she was dead. Things like this shouldn't happen.
There's little talk of tragedies in nearby Chamonix. Bad news is bad for business. The sporting equipment shops, hotels, and pubs rely on the throngs of tourists to survive. They're here for Mont Blanc, even if they don't plan to climb it.
It's a wonderful view. It's the rooftop of Europe. I've been up there 4 times, and it wasn't all that long ago.
But do you want to go up to the top of Mont Blanc?
And do what? No. No climbing, no skiing. Too scary.
On this crisp morning, no tourists will make it up to the top. It's far too dangerous, with wind gusts of more than 80 kilometers an hour and temperatures of minus 25 degrees Celsius. Naomi and Andrew also stopped at the last alpine hut before the peak. Naomi is chilled to the bone, but they still don't want to give up.
We really want to make the summit.
So you will wait?
We will wait.
A little bit and see.
Waiting up here at a height of 4,400 meters can be extremely dangerous. Altitude sickness can cause fluid to build up in the lungs and brain. But some tourists even spend several nights in the hut, hoping to finish the climb. The mayor of Saint-Gervais says that's a mistake.
Mont Blanc has become a consumer item. People come to Mont Blanc the way they go to the movies or take a walk in the park. Mont Blanc has become something banal, a product sold in travel agencies. It's all about the money, and so we end up with these problems.
He wants to limit the number of tourists allowed on the mountain and require them to be accompanied by an experienced mountain guide. But most everyone else in the valley rejects the idea of stricter rules. Even the head of mountain rescue is opposed.
Mont Blanc is a legend. People come here from all over the world to make the climb. Should we tell them that we're going to build a cable railway to the top? Well, then we'd see a lot fewer tourists here.
Naomi and Andrew finally decide to head back down the mountain. They're disappointed they didn't make it.
Go to the hut. We were very cold, and we talked to the guides and everybody, and they said it's crazy to continue because the wind is so strong and the ridge is so steep that you wouldn't come back.
All the mountains we've climbed, probably about -5 to -8, so we're not acclimatized to that.
Yeah, we're Australian.
Yeah, we're used to warm weather.
Some others manage to stick out the night at the Alpine hut. The next day, some of the climbers make it to the top of Mont Blanc. Later, they'll boast of their experience and draw even more tourists to venture the dangerous climb.